Are you wanting to get away? Okay. It's not a commercial for that company, but maybe it's time to get away from your landlord or out of your mom's basement and get into a home of your own. It's time to visit homeloanswithalex.com. Whether you're looking to buy your first home, refinance your current pad, or just have questions about, can I afford this insanely over or under priced dream palace, Alex Nunemaker from Fitzgerald Financial Group is your one-stop shop for practically all things home finance. Alex has been a mortgage lender since 2008 and is an expert in his craft of finding the right mortgage for you. Alex will help you figure out what you can afford and guide you in the right direction for what's best for you and your goals. Sure, you could rock it or answer some flyer you got in the mail, but why would you when homeloanswithalex.com is just one click away? Visit homeloanswithalex.com and tell him Could Be Better sent you. Homeloanswithalex.com, your one-stop shop for pretty much everything home finance. Seriously. Alex Nunemaker at Fitzgerald Financial Group is an equal housing lender, NMLS number 319721.
Oh boy, so I did not think you would get run off the sticks.
Everybody makes mistakes. And my mistake was that I shot too many threes with Patrick Ewing. And this is the Could Be Better podcast. I am a loser.
How do you feel about that?
It's real.
That's got to fuck you up a little bit.
A little bit. I mean, like this intro is real low. That's because of how I feel right now.
Can't be. You want to know why? Because we got a high person here.
Not only just the high person, a high person. This is the double motorcycle intro. Joe Gillette, what's up?
Hi, I'm a person.
Joe, are you a person?
That's a great question, Chris, and I'm glad you asked that question. And I've got a great answer for you, but I want to wait until we introduce our sponsor. It's not my sponsor.
It is the sponsor, and the sponsor is Olde Mother Brewing, and they are the best brewery in town. Joe, when you go to get a beer, Genevieve, are you coming in too? Party time?
Everybody, come on in. Courtney, come on in.
Yeah, guys, this is professional.
Come on in. Go ahead. What was
Do you have
sponsor?
something?
Go ahead.
No, I was confused. I saw everyone come in here, and I was like, "What's happening?"
Yeah, it's kind of like a clown car, but not. Clowns are cool.
Read the Olde Mother thing that you were going to read.
So on the last episode, we talked about Tang. And Joe, when you have Tang, what do you typically miss after you've had Tang?
The first thing I miss is Earth.
Mm-hmm.
The second thing I miss is the connection I have with people. The third thing I miss is
artisanal seltzers that are now on draft at Olde Mother Brewing Company. They have two brand new seltzers that are on draft. There is the Daydream seltzer lineup. It is a Daydream Blueberry Lemonade and Daydream Cherry Limeade. Colin, when's the last time you had a Cherry Limeade that wasn't from Sonic?
It's been years.
Yeah, so it's now time actually for you to.
Last time I had Cherry Limeade, I got hives.
Hives from Limeade. So
I currently have hives.
Yeah, so
that works.
So make sure you drink it from Olde Mother. So also this podcast is brought to you in part by homeloanswithalex.com.
That's right. That's true.
It's not a joke. Yeah, he's a 2-episode sponsor. He's our June 2022 sponsor. Thanks, Alex. Colin, this episode was a ton of fun.
It was.
And you didn't know EJ before today.
No, I did not. Yes.
Do you feel like you know EJ now?
I do. Because he beat the shit out of you on NBA Jam.
No. Beat the shit out of me by 2 points at NBA Jam.
That's
a little
pretty
different.
much all it takes.
It's a little different.
So it's pretty much all it takes. This was a good interview. He's got a lot of shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I think it's cool to see how music kind of connects through your life, through the good and the bad. And I think he's kind of a testament to some of that stuff that when it's good, and when it's bad, music is still there.
Well, or as Joe would say, when it's good, it's good. When it's bad, it's
suffering.
Well, funny was what you used to say.
Funny.
Yeah. That's what you used to say. At least. Before we go out on stage. Before we go out, Joe would say, when it's good, it's good. When it's bad, it's funny.
Yeah. So this episode comes out beginning of June.
Yeah.
Joe, how was the last show?
It only got better moment by moment, and it hasn't stopped yet. And we're actually still on stage at the moment. It's crazy. It's like
I can still hear
cycle.
the just happening just in my dreams every night.
Yeah, it's the clap on, clap off, clap on.
It's crazy.
Clap off.
It's crazy. Because the show's already happened, what was the thing that you heard about the most of like, wow, I can't believe you guys did that?
You know, people were surprised by the rope swing. I knew it was going to be a hit. And
Genevieve just fell down.
Dying.
No, seriously.
The rope swing. It got everybody.
Yeah, well, it knocked a couple of people out, but overall, everybody was blown away by it. And and I don't think we have any lawsuits to deal with, which was great. People got free T-shirts.
Free T-shirts. Yeah,
we are. Well, we did. We gave out everything that we own.
It was cool. Did they give out all the keychains?
No, nobody wants those.
Nobody wants those. Yeah,
you don't want those.
People
Joe.
don't have keys anymore, or keychains,
or chains.
I don't think so. I think there's at least one guy that has 2 chains.
Who's that? Oh, I guess that would be Chris.
1 and 2 people got it. Thank you for all of the fans in the room. 2 chains. Guys, you guys are...
One bracelet?
Stop.
Genevieve, how was the show to you?
It was so sick. I got so many good photos of Joe throwing up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
wow.
I gave up Taco Bell after this. I'm done.
At least talk about it.
Have you tried the nacho steak fries?
Who hasn't tried the
ranch nacho things?
Yeah, they're good. I like them better in the burrito.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I'm not Joe, but
really?
Yeah, I like them better in the burrito. Joe, I'm saving you here.
I don't want to admit how good it is.
Yeah.
But I can't go back.
Yeah.
That's all there is now.
Have you tried the Mexican pizza?
Wait, they took away the Mexican pizza.
It's back, baby.
It's back?
The Doja Cat bringing back the Mexican pizza.
Yeah.
Did you know that?
Yeah,
I didn't know it was
Doja
back.
Cat. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so Doja Cat is what we call an influencer, and so she just said, Taco Bell, bring me back that Mexican pizza, and then it just showed up. It is our goal on our podcast to make sure we can do the same thing. What would you bring back from Taco Bell, Colin?
The nacho fries permanently. No, the potato taco.
It's back.
The potato taco.
It's back. Genevieve, what you got?
Courtney has an opinion. Courtney has an opinion here.
I have a very strong opinion about this. I think they should bring back the chives that went on the Fiesta potatoes.
Yes. Bring back the chives. Let's go chive on. Genevieve, what you got?
That's it.
7-layer burrito.
What?
I miss 7-layer burrito. They no longer do it. It's so rude. I forgot. Never mind.
7 layers is a lot of layers, though. Do you know what all 7 are and why you miss it?
Yeah. So we got beans. We got rice. We got cheese.
That's
lettuce.
3, 4.
Tomato.
5.
Guacamole.
6.
And
You can phone a friend.
I'm phoning a friend.
Joe knows.
Oh no, Joe knows. Joe, are you ready?
Your choice of protein.
Oh, look at that! Wow.
Yeah.
Man, Taco Bell, please call our people, and by call our people, I mean call me. Yeah, potato would be delicious.
Yeah.
I just want a gooey enchilada.
Enchilada.
Come on, guys.
What's an
I
enchilada?
also want to be able to order a black bean quesarito without ordering on the app. Thank you.
Wow.
Wow.
All right,
Okay.
Taco Bell, you've been called out. What are you gonna do?
They're gonna do nothing. But what we have to actually get to, we cut up the gummy bear. Now Joe said he didn't want diabetes. He would not take a bite.
He said he got
Courtney
diabetes just
said
looking at it.
She didn't want to have any part of this shit. Mm-hmm. You didn't want the gummy bear. Out
verbatim.
there, right?
Is that a bear?
That was a bear.
was
At
a
one
bear.
point, that was a bear. Mm-hmm. Yes.
Guys, vivisection is not okay.
Yeah.
But we ate it.
Yeah.
So, Chris, what was your thought?
My head is on a different planet. Like my sugar high rush. Yeah, just like the gummy. Yeah, the gummy bear is on an astral plane that we just don't even know where it is now. Rest in peace, the bear.
Yeah, the bear's dead.
Yeah, Joe, don't cry.
Dead.
Did you at least taste it?
Oh, we did. Oh, we tasted all different flavors.
And we tasted all different parts, and each different part had a different flavor. Colin, what was your favorite part?
Probably the red.
Mine was the earlobe.
It was the head. It was the brain.
Really? Was green at the bottom?
Yeah,
and the yellow was in the middle. The yellow was the most bland.
Yeah. So, Haribo, whoever you are, fix your insides.
Yeah. Well, I don't think that was Haribo.
Oh, it's not. It's Haribo, not Haribo.
It's Haribo.
No, it's not. Haribo sounds like a Breaking Bad villain.
It could be.
They say it in the commercial.
How do they say it, Genevieve?
Genevieve looks so disappointed and uninterested right now.
It's because she's so disappointed that she didn't get to have any, and she's not enjoying the sugar rush that I have. God, can you be a professional for 5 freaking minutes, please?
Yeah, I super glued my glasses. Did you see this, Joe?
Those look great. Wow. This is an engineering feat.
But you can't bend them. You can't bend my glasses anymore.
Good. I'm tired of... You bend too much these days, Colin.
Thank you. Thank you.
Prescription?
Yes,
Like
they
a new
are.
pair of glasses?
I would. very much.
I work for a company that shall remain nameless.
Oh.
We can just get you a
You work for Sears?
You work for America's Best Eyeglasses? Please call us at 1-800-EYEGLASS. And speaking of our unofficial sponsors, EJ was a joy to talk to. Colin, he's now your bandmate.
That's right. We're doing the emo night. Did I tell you about that?
I don't want to hear about this.
No.
We're covering nothing but good Charlotte songs.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Yeah.
Sounds sight.
In July, right?
July 30th at Olde Mother Brewing Company. Courtney,
That's
what's
right.
up?
Colin, do you have enough eyeliner for that show?
Yeah.
Actually, do you have any black clothes for that show? Because I didn't tell
Oh,
you yet.
Aren't tight enough.
All I wear is black. That's not true.
Dick.
All right.
And actually, Genevieve's doing Paramore. They're
Yeah.
doing Paramore.
Yeah.
And
gonna be an awesome
there's going to be
show.
Taking Back Sunday, and there's going to be My Chemical Romance, and
Weezer.
Weezer, yeah, Weezer. So there's going to be 5 different pickup bands, and I'm playing drums for the Good Charlotte one.
It's going to be sweet.
So,
Yeah, it's going to be a good time. So speaking of good times, this interview with EJ was a blast. Colin, I'm glad you feel like you know him because he's going to be stage right guitar guy. It's going to be awesome. Well, whatever. We love him. All right, EJ. Thanks for coming on. Here's the episode. Here's the interview. Here's the things. Beam me up, EJ. What's up?
What's up? What's up, dude? Good to see you.
This has been a long time coming. I think you asked to come on the podcast months ago, and I told you yes.
Oh, did I ask?
why would anybody want to be on this podcast? Why did
Yeah,
you wanna
dude,
be
you
on
just outed me. It's okay. Yeah, I did ask like the second you guys put it up. I'm like, dude, why haven't you hit me up for this yet?
And I said, I'm sorry, but we needed to wait to have somebody that was vegan for a later episode.
Okay,
episode.
I wasn't gonna actually bring this up right now, but since you
Let's
just
do it.
did,
Let's do it.
I do have a gripe to pick with you. Because you said you're like,
Yes,
you guys are
shit on
both
Chris,
like
please.
22, 23 episodes deep right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm the first vegan. And there's
I don't know. That's not true. Flo
Petite's vegan.
Petite's vegan.
Oh, yes, she is.
Yeah.
Or Flo is.
Yeah.
Yes.
Also, what a beautiful interaction we had together with you, me, and Flo when we were trying to set up a show. I think something was trying to happen.
Instagram DMs.
And yeah, Instagram DMs, and it, like just the interactions back and forth was like, oh, this is just such a cool connection.
You know, I ended up doing a show with her.
You did.
Or with Flo, yeah.
At-
Yeah. It was at, wow, I'm blanking. The New Spire.
Okay, no,
In the lobby.
so we did set that up then. Yeah, so
Yeah.
it did happen. Yeah,
Eventually it did. Our
Yes.
paths crossed.
Yeah.
Flo's awesome.
She's a gem.
Yeah.
She's the best, and she's going like. And shout out to Flo. She's doing a huge tour this summer. She's going coast to coast, north to south, east to west, doing all the things. So check it out. But
Hell yeah.
But EJ, you're maybe like the second vegan guest.
So I'm the second vegan, yes. But also, too, I think 50% of the reason why I was so inclined to do this was the lure of vegan glory donuts. And then to arrive without any, I don't know, I'm a little bit offended.
Yeah. Well, we gave you alcohol, so you're welcome.
It's true. Oh, and there's also some MD jam here. Thank you, Colin.
Thank you. Thank you. Glory Donuts should be a sponsor. We're working that contract out.
Yeah, I will call them right now.
Alyssa, if you're listening, come on.
Yeah,
Let's
please.
make this
Yeah,
happen.
we'll play Passengers music all day long.
Come on. Passenger. Really?
Yeah, why not?
I love that.
Yeah. So I think the second, Sam was our first guest. So you play in a bunch of bands. You play in Bliss House.
Yes.
You play in Violet Evergreen.
Yes.
You play in your solo stuff.
Paper Lanterns.
Paper Lanterns. Do you play in anything else?
Right now, not really, but I will give a quick shout out. The 3rd, like I'm my dates right, of June, Cafe 611, Caleb Rodriguez, Rolls.
Oh yeah.
Is playing Rolls.
With 2 S's with Johnny
With-
Craig.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that
a
show,
hot topic.
it already happened and it was a blast and we had a great time.
That's right.
And did he try to sell you a MacBook? That's what I want to know. And you can say no. That's fine.
Yeah, actually, and I was really sketched out by it because I knew it was for drug money, but at the same time, you know,
You gotta do what you gotta do.
I'm supporting his artistry.
Hey, listen, everyone's got to go their own way.
Drug work is real work.
Yeah, come on. Listen, we talk about Marty Bird. We talk about Walter White. They're all
Fuck you, Marty Bird.
Fuck you, Marty Bird. So Rolls.
Yo,
so,
Walt. Yo.
man.
That
So
was my Jesse
so you're
Pinkman
playing in a bunch of bands, but
Hell yeah, dude.
Sam from Bliss House was our first official guest, and we did a Saturday morning edition of this podcast.
That's true. You're so drunk.
Yeah, we got a little fun, And what happened is I brought a box full of donuts, and Colin's like, "Oh, you're gonna make this for every guest?" And I was like, "Well, I don't know, maybe we'll see." And then we switched to weeknights, and Glory Donuts closes at a reasonable hour, so we don't have donuts anymore. So I'm sorry.
No, he's not sorry.
No, fuck you
not
and
sorry
Sam. It's all Sam's fault.
It's okay, dude. I think that's the least of my concerns because, dude, for like years, because I've known you for what, maybe a decade at this point.
I think so.
2013-ish.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely thought, I don't know if we should like provide any background or context, but I met you through like, I think the Frederick scene, but also RCM, the Hagerstown local scene at that point in time.
Mm-hmm.
I thought for sure for like 2 years, I'm like, Chris Perry for sure hates me.
Now,
no doubt, Chris Perry hates me.
Now it's funny because
no, he does.
I know he does, and this is why I'm cornering him now.
Was there something specific, or was it just internet interactions?
There were a couple of internet interactions.
Yeah,
because he's a fucking dick.
I think Parenthood's changed you a little bit.
So okay.
No, it hasn't. He's still a dick.
No, I'm still a dick, but it's a different type of dickishness.
Yeah, it's shriveled. Shriveled.
So, I'm sorry. Number one.
Yeah.
Number two.
Go on.
I love how we work out all our issues.
Yeah,
on
no,
this
guys.
podcast.
This podcast is more for me than it is for anybody else. Let's be honest. Like, Colin's having a good time, but like it's all Colin's. He's left the building.
Yeah. Now
so,
he's just vigorously gyrating.
God, it's the
with
best.
a bottle of wine in his hand.
It's hard it's hard to be focused on anything. But I mean, this podcast is about you. But we'll talk about that just briefly. It's like I was and am to an extent an asshole on the internet when it comes to mostly Twitter interactions because I think sarcasm is really funny, and I think the people that I choose to interact with, I like to be a little direct to kind of get a rise because I think it's kind of fun. At a certain point, though, if you don't have context to those things, it comes off really poor. And so I was 20 at one point in my life. And Colin, do you remember being 20?
No.
Yeah. So I was 20 at one point, and I just was not a great person. I made a lot of questionable decisions. I said some really fucked up things.
Name one fucked up thing you said.
Okay. So maybe you EJ might remember this, and we'll see. So there was this. I guess this is story time with EJ. So sorry, man, but I feel this should be fun.
This is what I'm
so
here for.
so
we're not.
We
don't have a good. There's no fucking music.
Come on.
No songs. Shout out to our sponsors. Okay, all right. So here we go. So there was a show at RCM. It was a weeknight show. It was a touring band. I know all of the band's names. I know their social handles, and I'm not going to say any of them on the stage or on the
Good
podcast.
Charlotte.
Yeah, Good Charlotte. Yeah, shout out. And they were on tour, and they were super jerks. And they were really bad. And I ended up starting a hashtag called RCMayhem. And I literally trashed this band on Twitter for about a solid 3 hours. And
This
it was
is, not to interrupt you, but this is while the show is happening.
Oh yeah,
right?
yeah,
You're
yeah,
in the
yes.
back. I remember this night.
Yeah, Max, shout out Max from the band Weatherworn.
Yeah.
He has a picture of me tweeting on my iPhone 4, and I'm just I'm dogging not just the band, but just the whole show was happening. And so then it was really funny, but it blew up the Hagerstown scene pretty bad. For everyone's like, Chris Perry is so full of himself. He's an asshole. All this stuff. I'm like, whoa, guys. I'm just having fun.
None of that's changed. So
no, I mean, it's I'm less full of myself, but I'm a confident human being. But it did not go. It didn't. It. Gonna put that on a shirt, Colin?
We've gone fucking 8 minutes, and this motherfucking guest hasn't even had a chance to talk about his own music yet.
He said he wanted to have story time.
You told me you changed, Chris.
I want the story time, but also confidence is just saying you're an overconfident human is probably just code for.
I'm an asshole, but I didn't say overconfident. I just said confident.
Well, that's
if
fair.
I say
That's
overconfident,
No, it's
yeah,
overconfident.
yeah.
Wait, let's. This is a rule. If anybody ever says they are confident and they say that themselves, that means they are overconfident, because nobody ever labels themselves as confident.
You sure?
And if you're genuinely confident, you don't even really need to say it.
Right.
Right. It's
right.
like if you have it,
I don't know. I felt like I said.
But
it,
no,
Chris.
go ahead, Chris.
All right, fuck it. Set up this song, man. Let's get to the first music break. This is the perfect segue. What is the first song you want us to play?
Sure. So first song, I would like to give a shout out to, as we mentioned, I am in a couple other projects, but I'd like to specifically plug Sam, first guest. He should be the first song. Bliss House. He's just been grinding a lot, working really hard. Just came back from LA too. So like this song is called Like That. Okay. And for the record, and to be clear, I did not have any hand in the recording of this, but I play with him live. I play music with him live. Wow, that sounded so backwards. Yeah, me and Sam, we play.
Yeah, you play.
But yeah, dude. So Like That, Bliss House.
Detached, you like that? I'm always so sidetracked, pushing you away, then I come right back. I don't like that, I don't wanna be like that. Spend my days thinking how I got so bad. I don't feel bad, I don't mean to make you sad. It's time for me to take my life back. I don't wanna fall right back, count all the things I lack. Fuck my life up, cause I'm so detached. You like that? I'm always so sidetracked, pushing you away, then I come right back. I don't like that, I don't wanna be like that.
Colin, I like that.
I loved. It was like the 2-minute and 46-second.
It was a sweet drop.
That.
It was a sweet drop.
That was very good.
What I do need to say though is like EJ, you said that very confidently.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. You said this is the song name, and I want to make sure you weren't being overconfident. I want to make sure we go back to just a couple minutes ago. I want to make sure that we're all on the same page, that it wasn't overconfidence, it was just confidence, and that was okay.
Just confidence, but the thing is, I didn't say it, right? I didn't say that.
Sure.
So
I've known you from Hagerstown bands, like we were kind of talking about at the beginning, and my old shenanigans, but from Hagerstown to Frederick, you got here through a relationship, and you're now here in Frederick still? Are you here downtown, or where are you at?
So I moved out of Frederick about a year ago.
Okay.
Partially for work, and I was just entering like a different phase of my life, ready for a little bit of a reset. And now I live down in Virginia, Clark County, Berryville, kind of near Winchester.
Yeah,
actually.
Sure.
So awesome, like bluegrass scene. Like shout out to like the Plate Scrapers down there. My very first guitar instructor, Derek Kretzer, who will probably never hear this.
The Kretz brothers, man.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you know Brett?
Oh, most definitely. Yeah.
So Derek taught me the basics on guitar when I was about 15.
Those dudes are amazing. The Plate Scrapers,
wicked,
incredible band. I used to do this thing called Frederick One Take, and we had them on once, and they just fucking killed it. It was just like 5 of them.
Both,
Just
phenomenal.
one mic. That's all you really need for them because they're so fucking good.
100%.
And so now you're in
But-
Virginia, but you got hooked up with a couple Frederick guys, and so that's kind of how Bliss House is a thing.
Yeah. So well, Bliss House became a thing. Just quick background: Mortar Monroe disassembled, which Chris and Sam were both a part of. Sam started Bliss House, moved out to Seattle, and then when he came back was when I got plugged in with him again. I've known Sam for years.
Okay.
Were you in Mortar Monroe?
I was not.
Okay.
Nope. Just know
Just
all
knew
of
those
them.
dudes,
Andy,
yeah.
Johnny, Chris, Sam, all
Okay.
great dudes. Jacob.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
I think you're too tall to be in that band. Everybody's actually kind of the same height, which is kind of funny.
I'm too tall for pretty much any band. So we actually just shot
Not
promo
basketball.
photos. No, not
You want to get
basketball.
run off the sticks. I mean,
Well, we're gonna do that at the end of this. Who's your team? Give me your team. No one cares
Dude,
about
I'm a
music.
Washington Wizards fan. through and through.
Ooh.
I was a Lakers fan growing up because
Sure.
Kobe, Shaq. But as soon as I really started paying attention to basketball,
Sure.
Gilbert Arenas, Caron Butler, Anton Jameson, that whole era, Brendan Haywood, I could probably name
Sure,
that whole.
sure. How do you feel about Bradley
lineup.
Beal?
Not a max contract player, even though he's getting paid the money.
hey, now John Wall was getting the max, and they had to ship him to Houston.
John Wall's the worst contract ever.
He was
in
paid
the history
$34
of the
million
NBA.
this year to not do anything.
Absolutely. They sent him home.
Yes.
Because he's that much of a liability,
Yeah.
which I am campaigning for him to come back to DC.
Oh, fuck
There might be
you.
a contract buyout, dude.
Has
Listen.
John Wall reached James Harden status?
James
No,
Harden reached John
James-
Wall status.
Yeah.
Zing.
That's pretty much what that is.
John Wall is the GOAT for bad contracts.
And
so-
James Harden just fell off this
Yeah.
past the last second half of this season and in the playoffs.
Big
Ben
whoop.
Simmons is approaching John Wall territory.
Well, he plays basketball? I didn't know that.
Exactly.
Isn't he like 25?
Oh, he's younger than that. I think he's 23.
That's crazy.
Somewhere in there.
What if it's nobody likes you when you're 23? But I guess at a certain point, though, if your whole life is over by the time you're 23, what do you do?
Well, if you have $50 million,
You do whatever you
do
want.
whatever the fuck you want.
That's right.
So okay, so you're not in Mortimer Monroe because of a height thing. I get it. And now, so you've joined Bliss House, where you're still the tallest, I think, in that band.
Yeah, I'm usually the tallest.
Yeah.
One time, do you know Eric Taft?
Yeah.
Shout
Shout out to the Great Heights band.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
First person ever probably in music to make me feel short, which was awesome actually.
Mm.
I had to look up at him. So all like 6'8" of them.
So Bliss House, tell me what that's like. So we
Yeah.
did a Tuesday night show together, and it was a banger of a time.
Yeah.
But what's Bliss House like? Why was this song kind of something you picked to play?
I mean, Bliss House, Sam had approached me about playing live, and I'd always dug the fact that he's blending a little bit of the like emo-ish trap sort of influence and maybe even venturing towards like hyper pop-ish, but still has a rock and punk sensibility to everything too.
Sure.
And pop sensibility to his song structures. I mean, the new stuff, not that I can speak on it too much because it's unreleased still as of now. But the direction's really cool. I just fuck with. We can swear on here, right?
Yeah, you can do whatever
just
you want.
fuck
Yeah,
with-
my
I
mom
just-
doesn't listen to this.
Fuck are you talking about?
Hey, Mom.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I fucked with the vibe a lot. Sam's been a homie and a good friend for a long time, and I can just tell he's someone that has the passion and drive. And even though he's a couple of years younger than me,
Right.
him as well as Chris, I look to in certain ways as musical mentors. Just
Sure.
in the diversity of their capability and their songwriting capability and their producing capability.
Yeah.
So
You said hyper pop. What's hyper pop?
I dig that, by the way. I like that. What is that?
yeah, I hope Sam's not insulted by this, but
I hope he is, and I hope he fight.
Yeah, and I hope he comes back on the podcast and there's no glory donuts. None.
Suck it, Sam.
Yeah.
If I don't get any, you don't get any. But 100 Gex is a big name. Glaive would be a popular artist in that realm. Kind of adjacent to think like the crunkcore phase of like 2008, 9, 10, 11.
So like
of
set your goals.
more like if 303 sped everything up by 10.
You know they're back.
Yeah, and like Where the In Crowd's back. Everyone's coming back,
I know.
dude.
They can't say that.
My Chemical Romance.
Yeah, what did you think of the new
just-
song?
I dug it.
I
The mix I didn't enjoy actually. The mix I didn't enjoy.
I struggled. It's like it's cool, but I feel like it's So one of the cooler Paramore records that I really liked was their self-titled, and their first song that they released off of that record was Now, and it's a really weird first single. And the rest of the record though is like amazing. But that's from a single standpoint. It was always kind of a weird precursor. I kind of wonder if like the MCR record's going to be like that, because Danger Days I was not a big fan of at all.
Well, I appreciated that they are trying to take a little bit of a grittier, darker approach to the sound. And it makes sense as people get older, like maybe like their audience is gravitating towards that. But for me personally, I mean, I liked like the poppier or the anthems, their anthems.
The Black Parade.
So we'll see. We'll see what they come out with.
The anthems, that leads us into Good Charlotte.
Oh.
But before we get there, should we play another song? Should we do that? Do you want to set up another song before we talk about Good Charlotte when we come back?
Absolutely.
And we can talk about, I guess we're in a band together. I didn't know that.
I think we are.
We all have matching tattoos.
So I do. I definitely I have so many tattoos below my belt. But
So EJ,
he was so concerned.
He's
just let me finish this drink first, and then we can take a look.
EJ, tell us what this next song is.
So this is a song. So Violet Evergreen on May 19th will release our first single.
We just had Chris on.
Yeah.
Yep.
Krista
May
Carino.
19th. So this will already be released.
Yes.
Already released.
Yes.
And then as well we'll have our music video.
I can't wait to see that. Chris sent me some pictures from the day of, and they look awesome.
It was awesome. And we spent all day around Ferraris. It was a dream.
The dream.
I call that Tuesday.
So yeah, this is a song off of that album, and it's called Sidewalk, Violet Evergreen.
That was incredible. Boy, we listened to that song
Twice.
And man, I'm sitting here. I have no clothes on. Nobody.
Yeah, I know.
nobody
You
can
just
see us.
unbuckled your belt as soon as the first chorus hit, and next thing I knew, just nothing.
You're right. There was nothing
disappointed.
between my legs.
Yeah,
There was nothing.
man. I was really expecting something.
Yeah, I hear that a lot. Okay, I hear that a lot. So, the anthem we were talking about, the Good Charlotte stuff. I guess the three of us in this room are in a band that are going to play in a band that are in a band on a night with bands.
Yeah.
And
An
I'm
emo
very
night.
excited about it. Chris says that he doesn't think we have to rehearse.
No,
I
said
we
2
should-
practices.
I said 20.
I think we can do it in 2.
Maybe we could find a happy middle ground.
And do like 15.
20 sounds like a lot. 2 is going to make me nervous.
I do. Well, wait though. There's something to be said because 2 is your reality. But what you just said though, I do. I'm leaning toward him when he says 2 will make me nervous. I think it needs to be more than 2.
Well, we'll see, guys.
We'll see how the first one goes. I got to do my homework.
That's it. Don't
Yeah.
come to this show.
No,
don't come to this show.
So it's going to be emo night at Olde Mother Brewing Company on July 30th.
Yep.
It's a Saturday. It's going to be 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time because who puts times in Central, right? I mean, come on.
fuck you. I work on PCT.
Do you? PC?
Yeah.
What is that?
Coast.
What? Yeah,
He
but,
knows.
Yeah, but nobody says PC. It's PST.
No, Pacific Coast.
It's a military thing, dude.
If you were
Oh,
out there, you would have known.
I don't
out
know.
there.
I'm
Fuck
bullshitting
you.
But yeah,
right
so it's
now.
gonna be awesome. So we're a band called Stop! Don't high five, guys! Stop that!
We're in a band together. Come
Yeah,
on.
we're in
Do
a
you want us
fucking
to
band.
bond
It's
or
called The
not?
Little
You
Things.
want us
Yeah.
to bond? So it's so we're in a band called the Little Things or Little Things, which I mean makes sense because it's all about penis size here in this room.
Call
And
me out like
we
that.
are playing a Good Charlotte cover set. EJ, when I first asked you to do this, you said I don't really like Good Charlotte, but
I
but
did. And
No.
then I tried to think of Good Charlotte songs, and the only thing that came to mind was
The River.
it was literally every other emo band, like All American Reject.
Wait a second,
Fall
though.
Out Boy. I couldn't name one.
When we were
Sure.
when you first got here and you walked in and I brought this up, you said mistakenly Fall Out Boy. My idea, what I wanted to do was Fall Out. Well, I
Yeah.
want to do a Fall Out Boy set. So if you want to do this again sometime and you want to do a Fall Out Boy set, you got a drummer if you want him.
Yeah.
Absolutely. This is an embarrassing thing to admit, but I was in a pop punk band during that 2013 to 12-ish time frame at RCM. We closed out every set with Sugar We're Going Down.
Aw.
And it just
That's
it would I manifested into usually about 10 to 15 other people jumping on stage and grabbing guitar. I think at one point we had 4 or 5 guitars plugged in, like Aaron Mong, Keller Nye from Next to Nothing on
Yeah.
stage ripping, Adam Peters. There's a lot of old names.
I don't know. It means they're all doing like really
So I
important
have a
things
sweet
now.
spot for Fall Out Boy.
Yeah,
But yeah,
yeah.
they are.
Am I more than you bargained for yet?
Bark,
Dude.
bark.
Bark.
You're everything that I hope for.
I would like to do Fall Out Boy, but I didn't want to practice that much.
That's exactly what Chris
Yeah.
said. I'm like, God damn you, lazy motherfucker.
I actually do know like 4 or 5 good Charlotte songs
Yeah,
already.
yeah.
I'm not,
I mean,
I won't lie. I was bullshitting.
There's some hits,
I
you know,
do.
Girls and
kind of.
Boys.
Are we doing that? Are we doing girls and boys?
Yeah, we're doing.
Can you send me the set again?
You're the worst. Yeah, I actually am going to text you guys this
Dude,
week about
Chris
getting it together.
Aquino's in that project too.
Yeah,
Really? Chris
Speaking
is in there?
Yeah, Chris is
gonna
playing
play
bass.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
So I
It's
know
gonna be
the people in
awesome,
this
man.
band.
And guess who's playing keyboard and doing backup vocals with me? I've told you,
I don't remember.
Corey Highland.
Corey's doing it.
Yeah, so,
Oh fuck! This is gonna be a great band, dude.
Dude, it's gonna be a sick
It's
band.
gonna be a really good
yeah,
band.
so Corey and I are going to go back and forth on vocals. EJ, you're going to sing some,
Sure.
and then Chris is going to sing some. Damn, look at that dance, dude! I've never seen your body move that
round
way. My
2.
God, look at that, man, guys! For people that are tuning into the live stream, that was. Hey, you okay? You okay? You okay?
Sorry, I had to.
The Sutter home is hitting. I love it.
But yeah, it's gonna be a really cool time. There's a bunch of other cool bands. You know, Could Be Better creative director Genevieve, her band Soul Means Body is gonna play. We have a guest coming up here soon, Francesca. She is going to be.
Oh, is she coming on?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
yeah, it's gonna be awesome. So
I don't remember
she's in
anything.
Kevin and the Kitties, and she's gonna be doing a female fronted MCR band. It's gonna be freaking sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we have the band from the Rock School, Let There Be Rock School, doing a Weezer cover set, which I think is great that the youngest kids that are going to be there are playing the oldest band on the show.
That will be amazing.
So fitting. And then we have Max Weatherworn. They're going to be doing Taking Back Sunday. It's gonna be a great
No
time.
way,
Yeah,
really?
it's gonna be a really cool time.
Aw,
So
sick.
by the time this episode comes out, the flyer will be live. It'll be a good time. So anyway, emo night, July 30th.
This is so cool. So I'm gonna know everybody in the band.
Dude, you're gonna have a great time.
I didn't know I would know
Yeah,
everybody
man.
in the band.
Yeah, well,
You don't
I'm-
even feel anxious about
part of the
it.
reason why
It's
I'm
gonna be
having
a good
EJ on
time.
is so you guys can become friends.
We already are.
we're fucking best
I
friends.
feel like I've known you my whole life.
Yeah, me
guys.
too.
So
Yeah.
music, EJ.
Wow.
Why do you do it?
Well, honestly, so I don't go crazy is
Yeah.
probably most of it, to be honest with
Well,
you.
And you've done some really beautiful covers. It's with your brother, right?
Yeah, my brother and I've done a few different covers.
Yeah.
We have a YouTube channel. It's the Boutieller Brothers. You can figure out how to spell it yourself.
We'll put it in the show notes.
But yeah, so we haven't done much recently, but we have a few things.
yeah.
Yeah. Honestly, I grew up around music. So both my parents went to college for it.
Both for like for what?
Singing specifically,
Oh,
like singing.
both parents went to school for
scholarships.
singing.
Yeah. My mom's been a vocal instructor. Has done background vocals for like studio albums and things.
Wow.
Not like big bands or anything, but
Sure.
still. And then she's like a music director for most of my life. So
That's awesome.
I've just been around it.
Does she do that now?
No, she's like kind of retired from that. My mom and dad run like their own business together now,
Okay.
which they're really happy doing.
Cool.
Yeah.
Do they sing as they work?
One time they both learned like the entire Phantom of the Opera
Oh,
together and just performed as Phantom and Christine for like this banquet event.
Which is the other band at the emo
Which is,
night.
like, that's it was actually really horrifying seeing as like a 10-year-old my dad dressed up as like the Phantom.
Oh, he
and
wore the
just-
costume too?
Oh yeah, they
oh
went
my god!
all out.
Like at
but-
your house or like at like a performance?
No, it was like at like a performance venue.
But that must be
yeah,
kinda
but
cool, though.
It was cool. It was a little bit jarring, but it was cool.
What keeps you now connected to music?
So the really maybe without getting like too in depth into it, I kind of lost that musical touch and lost myself a bit in like a past relationship. And after I moved through that, the one thing that I really knew I needed to like reignite that was still burning within me was just to create, to write, and produce and be a part of musical projects. So I've been really fortunate to be good friends with Sam and Chris and be pretty involved on their projects, and they've both been really influential in helping me with Paper Lanterns come along. So we only have demos right now, but we're in the midst, like as we speak, of finishing up an album. So
Sure.
How do paper lanterns not catch on fire?
a lot of flame retardant. I
Yeah,
don't know.
and
I try to think of something clever.
Yeah,
But-
no. But it's like it's weird though because you're in so many. I mean, and by so many, I mean you're in like 4 or 5 different projects. Little things.
Yeah.
Shout
Yeah.
out to the emo night at July 30th at Olde
Yeah.
Mother Brewing Company.
I'm so pumped now, dude.
Colin's so
Dude,
pumped.
Insane.
But
Insane.
but aside from those things, I don't see you like posting like, "Yo, looking for people to jam with, man," because those people.
yeah.
I understand why you do what you do, but you're kind of the worst. But like at the end of the day, like I don't see you posting stuff like that. So how do you kind of get like sucked in?
I kind of have. It's a great question, actually. I don't know. A lot of the time, I just exist, and
But how special is that though? It's almost like you can't help being drawn to it.
yeah. Well, so I guess last summer, Anthony Tardino. I don't know if you know him.
Yeah.
His
Excellent
project.
guitar player.
Yeah, so I performed, or I tracked vocals for one of his solo projects, and then that was like my first sort of like studio work in a while. And then I went with him to a couple like metal shows, and then a couple you probably even put on and booked down at New Spire.
Yep.
And then I just like realized how much I miss like actually being connected into the scene. So I just started showing up to shows and just like connecting. I'm for sure a people person as I've gotten older and more confident in myself too. I'm like very
Confident. I hear you said it. You said it now. You said it, and now you're an
theme of the
asshole in the
night.
same fucking boat as me.
myself.
So
Damn
welcome.
it. That's fine. You know, I will be an asshole.
No, it's fine. And you and I can be in the same boat together because we'll go.
That's fine.
We'll go places together. It'll be fun. We'll be romantic. I'll bring a picnic basket. It'll be great.
Oh yeah, we'll do it.
So-
I'll gaze into your eyes longingly.
Yeah, we'll row the boat gently down the stream. So, but
So
the thing that I keep hearing though is like there's a draw to
yeah.
music, there's a draw to community, and you
Yep.
can't escape it.
No.
And that's so beautiful.
Yeah, it's just that's the big thing I miss. There's a nice community in Frederick, like through the All Saints booking used to do.
Dude, that was a good time.
Yeah, man. A lot of great like hardcore bands and punk-based bands.
And shout out to Jeff Sheasley, man. I know he doesn't listen to this podcast, but do you remember Jeff from Wishlist?
I don't actually.
So
I don't
Jeff
even
used to
know
book
him.
shows at RCM, and he would always book all the cool bands, and I'd be like, "Oh, Jeff, like that's cool, man." He's like, "Yeah, it's cool." Like he used to book. He booked Adventures, so the Code Orange side project.
Yeah.
He booked him at the church. He booked a couple of really cool bands at RCM, and like Jeff always did some really cool stuff. Now he lives in like Colorado, and like he's like a chef, and he does like food cuisine. He's like a doctor in food cuisine.
Wow.
It's insane. But
That's awesome.
and I'm talking to my really, really, really best friend here, Colin, on a fucking podcast, and he's doing a
Code Orange.
Shut up! I'm trying to record a podcast. God,
That's
some
why we're doing
Kawasaki
this.
bikes over
Man,
here.
Even
What is
though this studio is padded.
and they're still loud. It's insane.
Still loud.
It's. I'm gonna reach out. I'm gonna reach out to
heard
this landlord.
Code
Was he
Orange.
kind of inspiration for you then? To
Jeff? Jeff just
the
knew how to
book?
do things so well, and Jeff was just awesome. And then he went to University of Maryland for a little bit, and Jeff can't help making a space for music, and I think that's kind of where like I very much like gravitated towards that with him. And so then he had a house in College Park. He had like Roswell could do house shows there, and he had all sorts of different things. And some of the coolest shows, I went with my friend Danny, and we just had like a really, really good time. And Jeff was just always a really good curator of music. But I just kind of like that you've moved around, but you're still kind of get drawn back to the same group of musicians and community. And I just think that's just so special.
Times have changed, and it's really cool to see. Like, I remember being 18 and full of just like wonderment and feeling like the world's like your oyster and you can do anything. And in some aspects, like the reset over the last year has like kind of felt like that, but with more tempered expectations, just being an adult, but just seeing like the same passion. And like in Violet Evergreen, Chris's younger brother Connor, who has a pretty sick band, Flight Away. Yeah, they really have something cool. Like
Friends of the show.
Friends of the show. They've been played more by random guests than
right.
anybody else.
Yeah. More than Double Motorcycle.
Well, Connor's super talented. I mean, all of them really are. But it's just like I look at them and can see like myself, like 10 years ago back.
Do you have to fight yourself of like? Do you have to like restrain yourself of being like telling them like, hey, don't make the same mistakes that I did?
Yeah, I mean, I really try not to, because I think back to people who are. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, yeah, I just think back to like people who were maybe like 6, 7, 8 years older than me and say like, you got to do it this way, or you gotta get signed to a label and book this way, and just all like the pressures and the confusion that it caused to just feel like maybe I wasn't doing it right. Like it's more, I just encourage.
Yeah,
them
that's the thing.
all
Fuck
time.
that.
Yeah,
Regrets are beautiful.
yeah,
That's what I believe.
yeah.
And the people that say that they live life without regret are lying to you, and they're full of shit. Because if you don't have regrets in this life, then you have not been living. So,
True.
fuck those people. And if anybody can take any wisdom from you or advice or whatever, you say you lived through this at this stage of your life and now you can help somebody younger than you, how great is that?
Yeah, man.
Isn't that it? Isn't that the point?
Yeah.
That's the point of all of it.
Yeah.
It's just the fact that it doesn't matter maybe like the age gap or the upbringing or where you're at in life, having that as the bond to come together. I mean, music to me is the most healing thing in the world, and it's not even close.
Yeah.
That you asked like why I'm like drawn back. It's because like I went through a traumatic phase in my life, and definitely live with regrets, but that's fine
Right.
to do. There's things like
Embrace that, though. Embrace that.
Yeah. And now I pour it out and channel it into the music that I'm writing. It's very cathartic more than anything.
Sure.
So that was my mission when I set out, was just to write things that would release a lot of pent up emotion.
So is this Paper Lantern song? Is that what we're playing right now?
So all the Paper Lantern material is in demo phase right now.
Okay.
So unfortunately not, but I figured we could
what's
share.
this last one then? Yeah. What is this?
Yeah. Probably my favorite project I'd ever been a part of in the past was Captive Son.
Captive Sun. Now, Colin, you don't know anything about Captive Sun, do you?
I don't. No, I don't.
So Captive Sun was a really, really cool band. So Hagerstown based, and so sorry, EJ, I'm telling the story, but it was always a lot of fun whenever I got to say, like, I would hit up Aaron, hey man, you want to play the show? And it was a cool group of guys, minus Grant. LOL, just kidding. I love you, buddy.
Grant, we love you.
We love you. Is he still alive? Is he doing stuff?
I actually just went to a show to see the band Camino with him and my brother like a month ago, and he's
Camino,
alive and well.
Dude, the band Camino is so good.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah, man.
But that's good. Shout out to Grant. Yeah, it was just a cool vibe. It was a good time, and like Aaron was just always just like, "Yo, dude, yeah, let's just do it." And it's like it was just always
chill.
It was just a good time. So
yeah. But this song's called "Speaking a Whisper."
Yes.
Shot a music video for it a while back now at this point. Yeah. But this is Captive Sun, "Speaking a Whisper."
And I don't know who you are anymore.
Could Be Better podcast is produced by Chris Perry and Colin McGuire from the Could Be Better Studios in Frederick, Maryland.
Follow us on Instagram and Facebook at couldbebettermeh.
You could also email us at couldbebettermeh@gmail.com. And don't be afraid to reach out if you're an artist, a band, anybody looking for a show. We'd love to book you. Also, if you'd happen to want to be a sponsor, we'd like to hear from you too.
Subscribe to us on Apple Podcasts or follow us on Spotify or wherever you listen to your podcasts. Give us a 5-star review if you like what you hear and want to hear more. And also give us a 5-star review if you don't like what you hear and definitely don't want to hear more.
His name is Chris Perry.
His is Colin McGuire.
And we are out of time. For now, this could be better. Are you looking to buy your first home, refinance, or you need general guidance from someone you can trust? HomeLoansWithAlex.com is your one-stop shop. Since 2008, Alex Nunemaker from Fitzgerald Financial Group has been answering questions and helping people. Yes, even us on the Could Be Better podcast with financing our homes. He's licensed from Pennsylvania all the way down to Florida, and even randomly in Texas, Alabama, and Colorado. HomeLoansWithAlex.com is your one-stop shop for home finance. Alex Nunemaker of Fitzgerald Financial Group is an equal housing lender, NMLS number 319721.